Hello and welcome back to UML Operator. In this episode, we're going to kick off a new series on software engineering using Sparx Enterprise Architect and UML. But first, we're going to talk about software and system engineering versus AI engineering. The focus on the series is to build a ConOps, or concept of operations document. You can call it a report. We are sometimes refer to this as a solution approach or integrated solution. However, the ConOps is much more than a solution approach in that it contains much more intelligence about the problem to be solved or problems to be solved. In this series, we're going to break this up into multiple parts. Part one is to start with a kickoff, this episode you're in now. Part two is to explain the concept of operations or ConOps. Part three will be building a reusable ConOps from frameworks such as TOGAF, the Open Group Architecture Framework. And part four is going to be about our ConOps templates. We're going to create a template in Sparx that's reusable, that there's going to be variations of it depending on the size and scope of the project. And then part five, we're going to get into requirements, and then we're going to see where we go from there. So let's get started. So what's the difference between a solution architect or engineer and AI engineer? While the solution architect solves problems with code and architecture, the AI engineer solves problems using machine learning and artificial intelligence, or AI. The technology stacks they deal with are somewhat the same for technologies such as Java, Python, etc., while the AI engineer adds technologies such as TensorFlow, PyTorch, NumPy, MLOps, and other AI tools and frameworks. The skills required for a software engineer are around moderate programming math, while the AI engineer must be proficient in strong math such as linear algebra, probability, statistics, and calculus. The output of the solution architect or system software engineer is around functional applications and services such as microservices and APIs, while the AI engineer produces intelligent models, prediction systems, automation, and AI solutions. Both produce solution approaches and contribute to the concept of operation. With an understanding of the two engineering roles, next we are going to talk about the concept of operations or ConOps documentation. So the concept of operations is one of the most important foundation documents in system engineering. It sets the stage for what the system is intended to do, who will use it, and how it will operate in its real-world context. You want to start the concept of operations or ConOps intelligence before you ever start requirements or designing solutions. The concept of operations is a high-level description of how the system will be used to achieve its mission or objectives from the user's or stakeholders' perspective. In short, the ConOps describes the intended use and operational environment of the systems so that all stakeholders share a common understanding. This is the bridge between needs and requirements. This translates stakeholder needs and mission goals into context for formal system and functional requirements. In some companies, the ConOps may be referred to or called something else, such as solution approach or integrated solution, where solution or objective is to be solved. The ConOps may also be broken into multiple artifacts, starting with the marketing sheet or client proposal. These are the primary artifact categories that I would consider. Number one, business. This explains the objective or problem to solve from the user or business perspective. Sometimes this comes in as a marketing sheet or client proposal. Number two is the solution. This is the who does the what, where the what are the business problems to solve, and provides a solution for the objectives or problems that the client stakeholders may have. Number 3 is the design. This is the how to the what being the problems or requirements, and how the objective will be achieved or problem to be solved. And then 4 is the deployment or release. And there's a lot involved here, but this is putting the solution in design to use or production. And I want to make a special note that testing or quality is done through each of the stages or categories mentioned above and is not a single stage. Start testing and QoS, quality of service, as soon as possible. All right, we're going to wrap up now. In the next episode, what we're going to be doing is break down the necessary parts of a ConOps effort. And I don't want to say just document, because it could be much more than that, but we're going to talk about the purpose, the scope, the backgrounds, and the definitions that we want to use within the concept of operations material. And again, this could be one document, or it could be multiple artifacts that are contributing to an overall summary of that document, but we're going to break down each one of the sections, step through them, and eventually we're going to be starting to build our own template around real project implementation. So I look forward to getting into that. And until that next episode, happy modeling.